Eso, Womiko Jisoro, Yalaya, anybody. This is Anger all the way from Cairo. Welcome on board. I love you. Check me out. I love you guys. On a more serious note, you guys are awesome. Is your dancing? She's never a disappointment all the way from Cairo. I love you. Yeah, let's quickly chip in a quick one. To all church addicts, okay? To all especially media dimbats. Okay, I don't know what some people could be feeling like. To be candid, this is anger. Any people, I do not call that a defense. Okay, I was on the media. I saw some idiots. Okay, on my lane commenting on an update that I've done for so long about your prophet Marcus Tipiton, and this guy, I wouldn't know if he's a male or female, thinking all sorts of. So lórí burúkú ni daddy ẹni. And to whom may concern, to as many that are mentally deranged, if you are crazy upstairs, Ọlọ́run á wò yín, Ọlọ́run ló ń dààmú báwo ló máa ń pè é, that Lord Ọlọ́run á wo gbogbo wèrè gbajúmọ̀, ṣó ti yé yín ẹ ní sùúrù. But don't add to the situation on ground, okay? Don't add to Nigerian situation, you crazy people out there. I mean, this guy came on and began to labase himself. Not me. All sort of causes. Ẹ̀yin ni Prophet Marcus Tipiton jẹ́ Ọlọ́run ẹ̀ kì í ṣe mí. Ṣó lórí burúkú ni fàdé kò fẹ́ dá fún ẹni. Òfò ni wá àti Prophet Marcus Tipiton. Òfò lẹ máa jọ ṣe. Do you understand? I'm not the type that I still know what I said. Because before, when I watched his updates, the way he was labasing, that was an abuse to the youth. If somebody who claimed to be a man of God could be talking about what some youth are wearing. Even I watched another update. He said some ladies bra eto for say major. You can imagine a man of God. And this guy, you believe you want to defend him. You came to my platform and say, Weria Lasho, what did you call your family? Tó bá fẹ́ kúkú òjijì. Bóyá Prophet Marcus Tipiton ló máa kúkú òjijì bí wọ́n ni, we shall soon see. Ẹ̀yin ni Prophet Marcus ìjọ Ọlọ́run rẹ̀ kì í ṣe mí. I know better. Okay? I know better. A human being like me he might be colleague spiritually. I'm also a minister. Nobody in your koko le ha le mo carry your me. Nobody can threaten me. So ìwọ àti Prophet Tipiton ẹ kò sọ fe so kì wo òfò kò ní jọ dá fún yín. Orí burúkú lẹ kò ní jọ yẹ yín papọ̀. Because I've done absolutely nothing of two different people like that who came to be your followers. For goodness sake, for an instance, how can my followers, people that look up to me, be weird? It's uncalled for. It's not possible. If you want to show you love somebody or your so-called man of God, are you supposed to be protesting, violence? He came on my lane and began to rain all sorts of curses. This is rubbish. It is you that give a hoot about your so-called prophet. It's not my own prophet. I know better. Okay? And that does not mean I don't respect people. But now I don't even give a fuck about you or your so-called prophet Marcus Tipiton. Nobody is feeding me. I do not send anybody. Yo fellas, yes, like my updates as usual. Because I can't get it. If your prophet Marcus is looking for somebody to be, I don't want to go into too. But if you guys think you are crazy asshole out there, bring it on. Bring it on. Eba mini buba and you olori burúkú ma ṣàǹfààní. Please guys, malish. I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry. Okay? Oh yeah. Like today update is about handling breakup. I'm for your world. I'm positive. Okay? Handling breakup, because I've seen this is what is rampant here and there, especially ladies, maybe men too, because according to our wonderful pastor T.D. Jakes, he said men are the most people that couldn't move on after breaking up, but you just can't feel it because men are strong. But I've seen it's rampant. People will be like, after breaking up in a relationship, they will be like, where do I start from and all that. Of course, you've already started, you're already moving on, only that you don't want to accept it. So first and foremost, I've come to give us some tips and tutorial guidelines on how to handle breakup. Okay, first and foremost, even before you venture into any relationship, don't put, just always prepare for the opposite. Don't positive only. Okay, there is always two sides to a coin. That is where the problem lies in. That is where the fault comes in. A lot of you, if you see little niceties, you know, you see people being nice to you, instead of you to keep calm and be appreciative only, you get emotional and you begin to, you know, some people got found themselves in a relationship just because the spouse was caring, not that they ask themselves out, not that they have intention of dating one another, but the girl will be like, girl, oops, how can somebody be so caring? The guy will be like, how can a lady be so down to earth? Okay, this called for a relationship. Okay, so we are talking about breaking up now. Life goes on, trust me. I understand you are seriously battered emotionally, okay, but it's okay, you're gonna be fine. Okay, some tips, some other platform, I've watched them, some tips like they said you should keeping yourself busy. Even without keeping yourself busy, you can move on. You don't need to get hooked up by fire by force with somebody you do not love just to forget your past relationship. Hell no, life is still fun even after breakup. Okay, like I said, always plan for, even I will always encourage every married woman, no matter what your husband have your own separately. Because when my marriage hit the head on the rock, it was hard for me to find accommodation because my parents, I know they're not going to take me. You know, we are traditional people, Yoruba. Through Yoruba, they believe that when the lady is married, shouldn't come back to his father's house. So I want to encourage every lady, always plan for worse. Our relationship or marriage is not going to hit the head on the rock, but nobody is reliable except God. Human beings do change. So life after relationship, try to forget whatever could have transpired. Either you're being cheated, either you're being abused, either your spouse is the one at fault, or the sweet memory for that moment. Even when people try to bring you back, people around you, loved ones, they make instances, it might be intentionally, it might not be intentionally, try to, okay, that is what I do. Not only relationship, there are some people that I don't love them to be mentioned in my life anymore. Okay, just of recent, I spotted a friend at the marketplace, and as I was saying, this is an old friend, let me see you people up, what are you doing in my neighborhood? So as we were, you know, working together on the street, they were like trying to divert to my, you know, the life, do you understand? Somebody that I wouldn't love them to mention, I have to excuse them. Even though I was happy to see them. Do you see that? But when all what the issues we were talking about as we were, you know, walking together on the road in the market, what they were talking about is like dividing to somebody I wouldn't love them to mention. Okay, it's not even relationship wise, but there are some people that it's better we do away talking with them. It's better we do you understand? So early breakup is not that difficult. You should know, normally that is life. There will always be other sides. Okay? Not only even in relationship, but we can handle it. If you understand human nature, you will be able to manage breakup. Okay? If you understand human nature, honestly, I respect people, but from my experiences so far, I don't rely on people attitude-wise, character-wise. I do not. Okay? People can be weird, okay? And it can even be your fault for the relationship to, okay? Or the nature's fault. Maybe you people are destined to be parted. It's okay. Because when you refuse to, okay, although some of us like to stay alone for days, for weeks, it's still okay. But don't tell people you are groaning, you are mourning, they will not understand. Many years passed too when I couldn't handle breakup. The mistake I made was when my pastor called me that, I called your working place, they told me you've been home for almost 5 days, are you not resuming? I told him my mind. I thought he was matured enough. I've forgotten that pastors are human. Do you know that he went and told his senior pastor in the next service to use me to preach? He thought he was helping me. But when they used me to preach, because of what I have told him, I know that they were using me to preach. These are one of the reasons I stopped going to church. They will thought by using you to preach is for you to, it will help you to move on. They won't know that you will be like, so I can't trust you. That that is people for you. When they know anything about you, they try to talk about it when you are around or use it against you. So handling breakup, it depends on, okay, our level of being emotional are differ. So some of us still want to be alone because of what has happened. That is a weird situation. It's not palatable. It's okay. But at times people might not get you. Don't tell them your plight. Just tell them that I've been busy, that's why I'm keeping away, okay? Okay, but don't lean on that heartbreaking too much. Please, honestly, as a professional psychologist, the best thing I would urge everybody out there is that study human in nature, understand it. Human nature is nothing worthy, is nothing reliable. Not that, don't get me wrong, I'm not disrespectful. Human nature can be worthless. So if you continue to meditate or dwell on whatever anybody do to you that is negative, meanwhile some people don't even have the feeling at all, when they, despite that they knew that you are hurt. It can be friends, it can be neighbors, it can be colleagues, okay? They might have their own reason as well, that okay, but I'm not encouraging those who take people for granted, but life still goes on after heartbreak. No matter what could have transpired, no matter your sacrifices, but before going to any relationship, even be it just friendship, or lay a reasonable foundation. Lay a reasonable foundation. I'm not saying we should be frowning. At times, let our smiling be scars. Because some people take it for granted. That Dundee, that Mugun. Don't mind that Mugun. I can throw him or her anything. He won't get hurt. So at times, let's be a little bit, okay? Let's just let them know that life is pragmatic. We can be principled. This is your Damsley Anger all the way from Cairo. I love you guys. Please continue to empower your damsel. Share, and subscribe, okay? Okay, God bless us all. Please be positive. Come what may. Be strong. You are awesome. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Don't let anybody intimidate, manipulate, victimize you for no reason. Honestly, you are awesome. Okay? You must know who you are. You must understand your destiny. You must understand yourself. Honestly, people can be so wonderful, but that does not mean we should rely on them. I have a lot of people around me who are so inspiring, who are amazing, but somebody fucked up the other time. She was amazed what I said. Do you understand? I told us that was the end. Our friendship ended. It doesn't move me because I've already planned. Not that I'm a sadist. Do you understand? I'm always thinking negatively, but I understand human nature. They are not reliable. They can be wholesome, they can be amazing at times, but and to those people who are sick upstairs, you are insane, you are mad, that Lord will, okay? Gbogbo ẹ̀yin wèrè gbajúmọ̀ pátá, Jésù fẹ́ dé, Ọlọ́run á fún yín lálàáfíà, but ẹ má dìdàkudà. Stop constituting nuisance to the government. You mad people out there, you crazy people out there, okay? I'm a reputable, noble person. You don't come on my lane and begin to blah shit. You are a fool. Love you guys. I gotta go. Girl, I love you. Stay positive, stay blessed. Thank you guys.